Welcome to Go Stargazing Live. Summer, heatwave, solstice, and glowworm spectacular. Whether you are watching this live or a repeat, gosh, the giant blue bottle has just flown in, bang on cue. So what I'm down while technical problems, my internet went down, and it's normally me that makes the mistakes, but I can guarantee it wasn't me this time. It's saying I've got a weak connection, which I don't know why that is happening because I'm plugged in, but let's just hope it works properly. So let's try that again. I'm just going to wipe your mind and pretend that never ever happened. Welcome to Go Stargazing Live. Here is your countdown. The 19th of June, and it's Go Stargazing Live. And as the UK heads into a banging heatwave, we've got your spacey summer sorted. So this evening we are talking solstice science. What actually happens when the nights are short, the days are long, and the kids won't go to bed? We have got David Strange joining us from the South West Astronomy Fair. It's happening Saturday, the 28th of June at the Norman Lockyer Observatory in Sidmouth. And we've got Robin Scagell from the Society for Popular Astronomy on with glowworms and lots of solstice goodies. So expect family-friendly stargazing tips and events, how to celebrate the solstice with your intergalactic nippers, plus a visit from Cosmo the Telescope Sloth. Where's he been this time? Hopefully somewhere involving liquid nitrogen to keep him nice and cool. So grab the kids, grab a cold drink, and grab a shooting star if you dare, and join us for stargazing that should hopefully fit around bedtime. I am Biggie Video, your cosmic ringmaster. What have I put on the bottom of my thing? My radiant ringleader. I like a little bit of alliteration. I like a lot of alliteration. Hosted by me, Vicky Video, your cosmic ringmaster in the great UK. Heatwave Circus. Yes, doesn't get any better than that. Here comes our theme tune. Whoosh! It's Go Stargazing Live. Make the night sky come alive. It's Go Stargazing Live. Make the night sky come alive. Find the best and darkest places to go stargazing. Cool events and cosmic fun. We'll make the sky amazing. It's Go Stargazing Live. Make the night sky come alive. It's Go Stargazing Live. Make the night sky come alive. With your host, Vicky Video. And maybe, just maybe, a bit of Cosmo. It's Cosmo! The Telescope Sloth. I don't know what's happening. Sorry about this. My internet is just dropping out. It's never done this before in a whole year of doing this show. So I apologize if it keeps on going down. I'm just going to ditch the show and go out in the park because it's such a beautiful evening. But do be patient. We have got a fantastic show. And I just don't know why it keeps dropping out. You know, I'm going to go and follow the wire all the way back to the router and check it's been plugged into the right hole because I did let somebody else do this for me tonight. And look, no digital background for me. This is the real cosmic microwave backdrop, you know. Just going to go and have a look. In the meanwhile, check out my T-shirt. Look at that. Original Star Wars concept artwork. Hold the line. Is it? It seems all right. It's all plugged into the right place. Very shortly, I've got Robin Scagell coming on from the SPA, Society for Popular Astronomy. I used to host this show similar to this called Pop Astro Live during lockdown. We went through months of agony with my internet dropping out on Anglesey. So I'm au fait with this. But here in Manchester, it has been a little bit more reliable. So anyway, where was I? breaking a little sweat there. We have got an interactive chat room, and I can see loads of you are already commenting. Thank you so much. That is what makes this show different. Look, if you type where you are watching from and say hello, and your comments, like magic, will pop up on the screen. Let's have a look. Hello, Kate is in London. Mark is in sunny Stoke-on-Trent instead of the usual Ketley in Fife. Les Allen is in Somerset. What's happening? I don't know. The internet's melted, so apologies about that. Sorry about that. I'm going to stop apologizing now. Derek is in... It's very little on my screen. Hailsham, East Sussex. Hi, doll. Hello. What's the male version of a doll? Can you hear the urban sounds of Manchester? The police sirens coming through the window. Hi, doll. Hi, Ken. Hi, Barbie. Hello. Right. Okay. Keep on commenting. Just up the road in sunny Radcliffe. Thank you so much for watching tonight, Sarah. Okay. So even if you've never joined a live stream like this, we have the interactive chat room. Don't be shy. Type away. And we have got learned astronomers on standby to answer all your questions, even if you're just getting into the world of stargazing and the kids apparently know more than you. Please ask away. We are here to equip you with the utmost basics. So, as I say, don't be shy. Right then, in case you couldn't tell from the searing heat, the summer solstice is coming up. That is the day when we get the longest amount of daylight all year. It's when the sun reaches its highest point in the sky, so the days are really long and sweaty and the nights are super short. Depending on whereabouts in the country you are, they might be even shorter. That means the kids probably won't want to go to bed. I remember being a little girl and seeing the other older kids playing out in the street on the late nights, and it was heartbreaking. I still remember that FOMO. Did we have FOMO 40 years ago? Probably not. It's a new acronym, but the FOMO was very real even back then. Hopefully your kids are behaving and wanting to go to bed. And when the sun barely dips below the horizon, it can be tricky to fall asleep. Wear a blindfold. Plus, with more light and birdies in the morning, the kids might be waking up extra early too. You might even hear the birds singing their dawn chorus earlier than usual. They are up and about greeting the day, just like the little kids. The solstice is a great reminder of how the Earth is tilted and moving around the sun, giving us seasons and long, light summer nights. Perfect for family fun outside. Even if it doesn't go totally dark, there's still plenty of stuff to see in the sky and on the ground, which we'll be coming to in a little bit. This year, the solstice takes place at 3:42 a.m. on Saturday, the 21st of June. Usually, I like to go out and set an alarm for the precise moment of solstice, but I don't think I will be doing it this time. In the northern hemisphere, the solstice marks the point where the sun reaches its most northerly position, directly above the Tropic of Cancer. And from this moment, it's all downhill. There's tinsel in the shops, there's Christmas songs on, Easter, Valentine's, all merged into one big mushy season of festivities. And it's also the day with the longest stretch of daylight all year for those of us in the northern half of the globe, a turning point in the seasons and a celebration of sunlight. So, hello, Mike. Hello, Mike Monsieur. We are in Hampshire. Hello. Thank you. Keep the comments coming in. So then, we'll be back in a moment with big events coming up. We've got a lot to get through in this show tonight, so let's keep rattling on. Go Stargazing Live is sponsored by First Light Optics, home of the Sea Star Smart Telescope that everyone can use. Download our free Go Stargazing mobile app to find out what's that in the sky, where and when to stargaze, and the best telescopes for beginners. Go Stargazing. It's a great app, a lot of work gone into it, and a lot of fantastic family events that you can attend all over the country on a brilliant interactive map. Download it, it's free, and it is fabulous. Now then, if you're new to the show, you won't know who this is. He's Tatty. He's been around, how long have I had him for now? 5 years. This is Cosmo, the little telescope sloth. And don't be fooled by him. He's a little naughty little thing. And what happens every week, every month, we read out 3 clues. I'm going to read out one now, one in a bit, and one towards the end of the show. Now, do not spoil the fun. If you guess right now, you'll spoil it for everybody. You'll ruin my quiz. You'll mess up my timings. And Cosmo will come round to your house, Crank up your central heating and glue the thermostat on 35 degrees Celsius. Yes, he's Corgi registered and he does know how to do that. So let's go along with Cosmo's first clue coming momentarily. He's the fastest sloth in the universe. Can you guess where Cosmo's been this time? Cosmo, where's he been this time? Let's have a look at some comments here. Cosmo! Hello, Terry Scarce. You are watching in Easingwold. Never heard of that. Whereabouts is that? Hello, Raji from Surrey, sunny Surrey, UK. And Pauline is in the Shetland Islands. Wow, that's pretty fantastic up there. Brilliant. Long, sunny nights. Can you have a sunny night? I suppose you can, really, can't you? Right, Cosmo. Now, if you read the blurb, you will see that I've sent Cosmo off to somewhere with liquid nitrogen to keep him cool, and he fulfilled the brief. This clue number 1, make a note of it in your notepad. The first clue, this very cold place is 17 miles across. The temperature is about 1.9 kelvins, which is roughly minus 271 degrees Celsius. Colder than outer space. Cosmo, his little arms and legs snapped off when he got home, but thankfully I managed to put them back in. More clues with Cosmo coming in a minute. And now we are going over to our first guest. It's David Strange from the Norman Lockyer Observatory, here to tell us about a major cosmic event happening in Devon. So let's get him on. He's sat there very patiently in the green room. Through technical difficulties, hell and high water, here is David. Hello, David.
Hi. How are you?
Hello. I'm very good. Whereabouts are you this evening?
We're from sunny Sidmouth, well, Salcombe Regis, just east of Sidmouth.
Are you by the seaside?
We are, yeah, just half a mile from the sea.
Oh, lovely, from lovely landlocked Manchester. The closest we've got is the Manchester Ship Canal. So, yeah, I don't think I'll be doing any wild swimming in there anytime soon. What was your high temperature today, David?
Oh, I'm guessing we're up in the mid-20s. I didn't actually look at the thermometer, but it was pretty warm.
Excellent. Now, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. Should we play a little video first so people can see what we're going to be talking about? A very lovely event happening in a couple of weeks. Do you want to play the video? Oh, it's me playing the video, isn't it?
Yeah, you play the video.
Yeah, let's play it now. Here it comes. Let's go. Oh, there it is. Wow. Come on, internet. Now, apologies about the glitches. It's either my computer or the whole wide internet is just melting down in general. But this event, what we're all about at Go Stargazing Live is so nice. I played it twice. What we're all about at Go Stargazing Live is encouraging you and the kids to go to these events. So, David, would you like to tell us what this is all about, please?
Yeah, and what I'd like to do, I'd just like to share my screen. Whoops, if I can find it.
It's a little present thing down at the bottom.
Yeah, it hasn't come up. Hang on, let's try again.
I'm just
Slides and PDFs.
Here's
Your
me.
computer.
It's me fan. I'll entertain the troops. This is a USB neck fan. Very good for ladies of a certain age. Highly recommended. Hands-free. Blows the smell of onion in your face while you're cooking. That's the only downside to it. And traps your hair in it. I've taken it out night clubbing several times and showed it off to girls with long hair, and they've had to be cut free from it. So just beware. Have you got it there?
I think I've opened something.
Okay, let's have a look. Let's go full screen. I'm not seeing anything on the bottom of my screen here.
It's trying to upload something. It's processing.
Oh, heck. That doesn't sound like what we want, does it? Let me see if I can download it from Google and get it on my thing. Diddly-dee. Anything can happen. Is Dennis Norden still knocking around? So you sent it me on Dropbox. Let's have a look here. Would you like to tell us what it's all about while we're waiting for this slideshow?
Yeah. Well, the South West Astronomy Fair started in 2006. So we've been going a few years, apart from a couple of years during COVID. But it's a great event. It attracts about 300 or 400 people on the day. And we have 4 talks given by keynote speakers, astronomy specialists. We have planetarium shows throughout the day, and we have a big marquee with the trade stands. So many of our, oh, there we go.
It came, yay!
So right. Here we are. So if you like to operate the button,
yeah, got it.
So yeah, here we are. We're in just east of Sidmouth on the south coast of Devon. And you can see there the main building with the planetarium in the foreground, and the 2 domes to the right are the Kensington McLean Dome. So that's quite an old picture. We've since built a big classroom on the north end of the building, but that's the general layout of the site. So it's nice big grounds. We've got good views of the whole sky, really.
That's so beautiful. Look at it. And the skies must be really good there as well. Yeah, been close to the coast.
Yeah, there's a bit of light glow from Sidmouth and Exeter, but the skies to the south and east are nice and dark. We can see the Milky Way on a good night.
It's such a nice thing to take the kids to see. Yes, excellent. So you've got a number of big telescopes there.
Yeah. Next slide.
Next slide. Here we go. Oh, yes.
So these are the historic telescopes that we inherited. One on the left is the Kensington, a big 10-inch refractor that Lockyer brought from the Solar Physics Observatory in Kensington. The one in the middle is a famous Lockyer's personal 6.25-inch refractor that he used to discover helium on the sun. And the one below that is another 10-inch refractor, the Frank McLean refractor, which is in the McLean Dome. And the 2 little telescopes to the right side are new additions. That's the one with the camera on is the Victoria telescope, 10-inch Celestron in Victoria Dome. We've since replaced that only last week with a new Pulsar Dome. So that will all be operational hopefully in the next few weeks. And the red telescope at the bottom is a 20-inch reflecting telescope. That's in the new Connaught Dome, and that was built in 2012.
Now, if you're a parent and wondering what on earth is all this, and even if you're not particularly into it, one of our main missions here, as I said earlier at Go Stargazing, is to get the kids into stargazing and astronomy. And kids are just going to be blown away by this, aren't they?
And the next slide, Vicky.
Yeah, the kids are going to love this if they could see it. I mean, I know I would. Ooh, lovely.
So apart from the big telescopes, we have a wonderful, it's called a Spitz A3P planetarium projector. That was donated by the Royal Observatory Greenwich back in 2004, I think that was. It's a wonderful projector and gives great images of all the constellation of the stars.
Yeah. Absolutely. A good quality projector that's I've seen some digital ones and the stars are a little bit pixelated, but if that's a proper analog one, the stars look like the real deal, don't they?
Oh, they do. Really crisp, yeah.
Crisp little stars. That's what you want. Little pinpricks. Right then. Should we go to the next slide? Yeah.
So also here, this was built in 2012. we have what's called the Lockyer Technology Centre. That's where we do a bit more sort of modern astronomy. We've got radar meteor detecting of radars. We're detecting meteors coming from the south using the big radar reflections from Dijon, the south of France. And also, more recently, we're detecting meteors in the northern sky, courtesy of Sherwood Observatory radar beacon.
Excellent.
So apart from radar, we also have 4 little video cameras that switch on at dusk, switch off at dawn, and they're getting live video clips of meteors, and all that data is sent up automatically to the UK Meteor Observing Network. Apart from that, we've got lightning detectors.
Yes.
We've got a muon detector. We can detect cosmic rays.
Oh.
So lots happening in here, yeah.
Yeah, my word. Yeah, it's rivaling Jodrell Bank, this place is.
And we have a thriving group of young astronomers. We call them Astro Scouts. And here they are. The picture on the right is a wonderful plaster of Paris moon they made, complete with LED switches that will identify all the Apollo landing sites on the moon. We also cater for primary schools. Here we're running a Mars rover competition, and they had to see which rover travelled the furthest on Mars, having negotiated a slope. So yeah, a lot of activities for young children here at the NLO.
That is such a good schedule and such a brilliant outreach program. I mean, I've never seen activities like this. That's awesome. Very, very good. For once, I'm almost speechless. Is that one more slide?
Yeah. So yes, our big event coming up, our South West Astronomy Fair, now in our 19th year. This year, kids have free entry.
Oh, excellent.
So adults £15 the whole day, and we're also charging £5 for lecture ticket. That's basically to cover lecturers' travelling expenses.
Yes.
So yeah, do all come along to visit us.
That's looks like, I wish I wasn't so far away, because I've been to many events like this, and I will tell you, they are some of the most exciting things that you can possibly visit in the universe. The buzz there, the amount of different activities, and the mind expansion, and the new friends that you make. That's one of the best things about it. So yeah, get on down there if it's within traveling distance. Next.
So yes, our program of talks for the day, we've got Mike Fuchs talking about the full moon, Martin Lewis on practical aspects of modern high-res planetary imaging, and Megan Argo on how not to go the way of the dinosaurs. And what's cut off there, we've got Chris Lintop talking about the accidental universe.
Oh, yes. So Megan and Chris, very well-known names, especially Chris from Sky at Night. So yeah, that is you've got the heavyweights in there.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I want to go even more now.
So we've got a big marquee going up next week, and in that we have our trade stands. We've got First Light Optics, Widescreen Centre, Bresser MSG Meteorites, Galactic Garments, and we also have Torbay Astronomical Society with a stand, and we always welcome, of course, SPA, the Society for Popular Astronomy, and I think Robin's coming along.
He is. Yes, so Robin, we've got him on in a moment with his glowworms and his solstice magic. So, can use a picture of the Crab Nebula to keep myself cool. Yes, so wow, and you can win a Sea Star.
Yeah, we've actually had 2 Sea Stars donated, one by ZWO and the other by First Light Optics. So
they are some excellent prizes.
So yeah, we'll be solar observing if the weather cooperates. Also got displays by our young Astro Scouts, and our NLO Imagers will also have a tent with showing off the images we caught in the last year.
Oh man!
The IOP have got a stand, and also University of South Wales. Next slide.
This is a major event. Ooh, rockets.
They're sending their rocket launching team. And they were in a national rocket launching competition last week. And this is a rocket here. If you go to the next slide, you'll see it has our logo on it.
Hey.
And that actually won third place in a rocket launching competition. So congratulations to them.
Maybe you could give some tips to Elon Musk.
And explaining how all the rockets work and the history of rocketry.
No, I know what that is because we've got one of those right near us, a brand new one.
So do all come along to South West Astronomy Fair. We've got refreshments on the day provided by Jasper's. And we also got an ice cream lady coming along.
Of course, that should have been the number one thing that you lead with, more so even than Chris Lintott. That's the human sundial, isn't it?
That's right.
You're going to stand on that and tell the time. Right, I think we're done. Oh, and there's your final little poster. Excellent. Well, I wish you the best of luck with the festival. Thanks for bearing with me while we had a little technical meltdown there. We've got Murray is watching from Loch Ness. That's great. And Howell is watching from the hottest top floor flat in Brighton. I don't envy you. I don't envy you there, Howell. So, well, good luck with the festival. I really wish I could make it. Maybe next year.
Many thanks, Vicky.
Okay, let's just get rid of this. Hang on a minute. Where's my magic buttons? Let's have a look. Remove. Let's get you back on. Thank you. Yeah, good luck and well done to everybody for organising such a large and comprehensive event. I hope you absolutely smash it out into the Oort cloud.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I really want to go to that. That is, I've been to a lot of these events, as I say, and this one looks like a Beetlejuice, a behemoth of an event. It looks absolutely massive. Even little astro meetups with a few people there are exciting. So I can't imagine the buzz that you'd get being on that amazing complex with all the scopes and everybody there. It's just going to be so good. Please support it. Please visit, share it with your friends and family. Tell them all about it. Right then, I'm going to have some water. Because as per usual, I've had a salty tea. And we've got Robin on in a minute about glowworms. Next, let's have a look what we're going to do. Okay. Second, Cosmo's next clue. The first one, well, you've missed it. I'm not going to read it out again until the end. Right, Cosmo, what's he been up to? He's the fastest sloth in the universe. Can you guess where Cosmo's been this time? Don't guess now, otherwise Cosmo's going to come round and glue your central heating thermostat at 35 degrees Celsius. I've told you not to guess now, so please don't. Thank you very much. Okay, Cosmo's second clue. He has been traveling really fast. This might actually be the fastest you've ever been, Cosmo. 99.9999. That's a lot of nines. How many? How many nines? I can't even see it. He's been basically practically the speed of light. I can't read out all the nines. That's roughly 186,282 miles per hour. So he's been very cold and he's been somewhere that's 17 miles across and he's been traveling nearly at the speed of light. What could he have been doing? Right, let's talk about fun ways to celebrate the solstice with the kids. Whether you're into science, nature, or just want to mark the longest day of the year. So if you really fancy making your kids grumpy, you could get them up at the crack of dawn and go and watch the sunrise. Wake them up early or stay up late to watch the sun rise or set. It's at its northernmost point and often casts a beautiful golden glow. I do recall that most solstices are absolutely terrible weather, but it looks like we're on track for a good one this year. You could take photos or draw what you see. Don't look at the sun, remember. You could make a nature mandala, something I'm really getting into at the moment. Gather leaves, flowers, sticks and stones, not to break your bones, and to create a circular pattern to honor the sun. Isn't that lovely? You can do this outside or glue the mandala onto cardboard to keep. You could do some shadow tracking. Use a stick in the ground or a paper plate and pencil. Mark the shadow's position every hour and see how it changes. It's a great way to observe the sun's path across the sky. My favourite of all these, though, is celebrate the long day with an evening picnic or a garden snack by candlelight or by fairy lights. And don't forget the citronella. You could even make a sundial. Use a paper plate and straw or a stick and rocks outside. Mark the time throughout the day and talk about how people used to tell the time with the sun. And of course, last but not least, you could always go on holiday to the sun. And I don't mean Magaluf, I mean the actual sun. The best way to do it, it turns out, is to book an Uber, a white one, of course, to keep you cool. Let's have a look at the stats. Cosmo, how much do you reckon an Uber to the sun would cost? Well, first of all, it's 93 million miles. Standard Uber rate is £1.25 per mile. That's typical for UK urban areas. Your galactic receipt, your base fare will be £2.50. The distance is 93 million miles times £1.25. If you've got a spare 116,250,000 quid knocking about, that's how much your Uber to the sun would cost. And of course, don't forget the cleaning fee for melting the Toyota Corolla. Yeah, and let's be honest, your driver would probably cancel. Anyway, right then, let's have a look at the comments. Not going to order an Uber to the sun. It's too expensive and it would plummet my Uber rating. Hi, Tim and Brenda. Thank you so much. Astro, Tim Treadwell. Hi, I've got a friend request from you, Tim. Is that from a clone account or is that actually you? I didn't want to click on it. Old friend of mine, Tim Treadwell. So yeah, just let me know. Is it a fake account or should I accept the friend request? Right. We are now going over to Robin from the Society for Popular Astronomy. He's a dear old friend of the show. And with the nights so light at the moment, we're going to focus on something rather magical that isn't stars and planets. It's glowworms. Robin, here he comes. Let's have a look. Press the magic Robin button. 3, 2, 1, Robin. Hey, Robin.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, old friends?
It's been a great show today. I've enjoyed listening to it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, but except the gremlins that melted the internet.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what had happened. I thought you'd gone down the black hole.
Oh, dear. Right. Yeah, thank you. Robin, your sound isn't great tonight. Have you got a microphone? What are you using?
A bit closer to it. Is that better?
Well, I can see you've got a headset on. Have you switched? I think you've switched your audio over.
I tested it earlier on and everything seemed to work okay. So I don't know. Shall I get really close to the microphone? Is that better?
Tap your microphone.
Well, hang on.
Tap it.
Let me see if this thing doesn't work.
You're not on that. It's obviously your computer.
Oh dear! Right, none of the things ever seems to work when there's another microphone over here. Let me see if
it's
that's
all right. It's just a bit Tandy sounding. Tandy microphone.
Yeah, it sounds all right to me. But
I want you in full glorious monophonic. Just a little bit of background of me and Robin. Robin what's your position at the SPA, Robin?
I am the vice president. I'm also the editor of Popular Astronomy,
the magazine.
If anyone else wants to take over Popular Astronomy, they're welcome to do so. If you've got a really expert editor watching who knows all about astronomy, then you can take over the magazine from me if you want. But
Robin, I'm going to give you
doing the job.
I'm going to give you a minute to look for a different microphone because your sound is pretty crummy. So I'll just entertain the troops while you have a fiddle for your microphone. But during lockdown, Robin contacted me, God bless Paul Sutherland as well, from the Society for Popular Astronomy, asked if I wanted to do a show. And so hell and high water on Anglesey during the most stormy winters and most rubbish internet. I'm going to mute Robin for a moment. There we go. He can let's see what he can come up with. Yeah. So me and Robin have been through many dozens of live shows, trials and tribulations, trying to get this tech to work. I think I've just about nailed it now after 5 years. Right. Are you there?
Yep. Can you?
Okay.
Is that any better?
That's so much better. You don't sound like you're
right.
speaking...
The microphone fell off the desk and I hadn't noticed it had gone. That's the microphone. That sounds
excellent.
Better, does it? Good.
Much nicer, Robin. Okay, so let's talk first of all about the society and its benefits and why wonderful young stargazers should get involved.
Can I show a screen?
Yes,
to
please.
you?
Let's go.
Right, let's present. Which of those is it? It's slides and PDFs. I should think you have no slides. Oh dear, I've got a PowerPoint. Does that count? Or your computer? There we go. Don't upload. Oh, looks like I can't upload anything to. I haven't. Can I show you a PowerPoint?
I think you might be able to. I think you might be able to share your screen, Robin, if you press that present button. It's the old, like the way it does it on Zoom.
Oh, yes, share screen. There we go. Yeah. Right, I'll share it and then find the right one. Select a tab. Oh, window. Yeah, got it, I think. Yeah, how about that? Does that work?
Let's have a look. Oh, there it is. Let's go. Right.
Good.
This looks like it might just work. 3, 2, 1. It's coming. Yes.
Right, we're up there. All I can see is my screen. I can't see what it's showing, but that's so you can see there's a nice horizon with some people staring at the logo and their dog actually as well. That shows that it's stargazing for everybody, and including the dog if you've got one. So let's see tell you a little about the society, what we do, what we offer. If you join up, you get membership of a national society. We cover everywhere. We even cover abroad. So members all over the country. You get a copy of Popular Astronomy every 2 months, and the articles are very much aimed at the beginner rather than above everybody's head. Astronomy shouldn't be above your head, as we say. And we have 4 meetings a year, which are held in London. But if you can't go to those, we broadcast them over Zoom, and we have always world-class speakers at the meetings. These are people, professional astronomers, who really know their stuff, and they tell us stuff that nobody else would tell you straight from the horse's mouth. We have, if you want to do your own observing, we've got observing sections you can join, and we've got planetary, we've got deep sky, we've got solar, comet, all the various things you might observe. And so you can send in your observations, and quite often we publish them. We've got a special page where we can publish people's photographs. We don't just choose always the ones made with the biggest telescopes. Quite often we choose pictures taken with just ordinary cameras, or sometimes just drawings, that sort of thing. So everybody gets a chance to show their work. And we have advisors on telescopes observing, GCSE, imaging, and a wide range of subjects. So you can always get advice if you want to know how to do things. We've got a weekend course in Shropshire, which you came to a few years ago, didn't you, Vicky?
I did. It was really good.
Yes, that's a great chance to meet other astronomers. And all this, with the young astronomers group for those under the age of 18, and we've got special 4 pages in the magazine devoted to them, and all this for just £27 a year, which is amazingly cheap. I was speaking to a chap from Celestron, the telescope makers, and he said, how do you do it for the price? And the answer is that it's all done voluntarily, including me. And for those under 18, if they're really keen on astronomy, and I joined when I was 15 of the society, then called the Junior Astronomical Society, but we've grown up a bit since then. But we now have a special group for young astronomers, and that costs only £21 a year. So that's really great stuff. Here's a couple of some copies of the covers of the magazine. The one on the far right, people won't have seen yet. That's the July. That's a sneak peek of the July edition. And here's a sample page from the July edition showing you what's in the sky, things to look at. In this case, we're focusing on the constellation Hercules, and there's a picture of a double star which you can find. And we're also featuring, as it showed you on the front cover, the 350th anniversary of the founding of the Royal Observatory at Greenwich. So that's a sneak peek of what's in the issue. Now, we're supposed to be talking about the solstice, and you said, how does the solstice take place? Do you see my cursor, by the way, there?
Yes, it's waving around.
Waving around. There's the sun in the middle, and the Earth is going around. As you might realize, the Earth is exaggerated in size. So as it goes around the sun, June, September, December, March, we've come to June now, and you can see the Earth is tilted and all the time it goes around its orbit, it's tilted in the same direction. And that means that in June and around this time of year, the northern hemisphere is pointed towards the sun. And it's not actually what a lot of people will say, why is it hotter in summer? Well, it's because we're closer to the sun. No, we're not. We're actually farthest from the sun in July, funny enough. And it's not a big difference, but it's not because we're closer to the sun, it's pointing because the northern hemisphere is pointing towards the sun. And that means that a lot of people really have been looking forward to the longest day for thousands of years. And here's a picture I took a few years ago of the midsummer sun rising over Stonehenge at the solstice. And you notice I managed to get a day when nobody else was there. These days, it's a huge festival on the actual Midsummer's Day. But I went there a couple of days before, and nobody was there then. So I got a picture of the midsummer rising over the Heelstone. But a lot of people tell you, and quite rightly so, that the chief time when they used Stonehenge, way back in Neolithic times, was to observe not the midsummer sun, but the midwinter sun setting. And that was their great big festival, and they had huge numbers of people all turning up. We've only discovered this in the last few years, that it was the midwinter solstice that really got their interest, and they all got together. Let's face it, if you're basically basing on the land, the last time you want to go traveling all over the UK, people gathered from all over the country to go down to Stonehenge, and they did it at midwinter, when they couldn't do any work on the land, and in summer, of course, they're all busy. So,
and yes, but also they say that celebrating the turning of the seasons from summer into autumn, it's a little bit meh. It's not actually really cause for celebration, but that shortest day and the longest night of winter, going past that and heading into brighter days ahead. Now, that really is cause for celebration, which is why I prefer the winter solstice to the summer solstice, Robin.
Indeed. Well, on days like this, it's too hot. So let's move on a little, because we've got a lot to get through. There's a photograph I took from the same spot of the sun at midwinter and in midsummer, and it shows you the difference, as if you didn't know. But the midwinter sun, of course, is so dim and gloomy. But it's there's something about midwinter in Britain, isn't there? You've got the shops putting on their lights at about 3 o'clock in the evening, and all those long dark evenings, great for stargazing with the dark nights. But there's something to be said having the darkest nights in December. You go down to Australia, and it's not the same Christmas in Australia with the sort of weather we've had today. And then on the right, we've got the midsummer sun. So those are genuine photographs showing the difference in height. Now, one thing that happens at this time of year, and occasionally, if you look towards the northern sky at around 11 o'clock at night, you will see something like this. These are not ordinary clouds. These are what are called noctilucent cloud, and they are much higher than ordinary cloud. And you can sometimes see those looking north, and they're absolutely the most beautiful electric blue clouds. They're not cirrus, but they appear much higher in the sky, and you can see ordinary clouds silhouetted against them. Here's another picture, and you can see those noctilucent cloud up in the top there. So those are noctilucent cloud. But if you're looking right down at the bottom of the picture, I hope you can see it on this on your screen. There is a little dot in the reeds there, and that is Nampyris noctiluca. That is a glowworm. And at this time of year, let's put its name on. It's not appearing. Why is my thing not moving? Oh, I know what. There we go. Nampyris noctiluca, night shining, is what noctilucent means. And this is a time of year when we get glowworms. And most people have probably never seen a glowworm, but they are very widespread around the country. And when the skies are too light for decent observing in the summer, midsummer, I like to go out and find glowworms, and they're surprisingly common. Almost everywhere has got them. I'll show you a map in a minute. There's a picture of a glowworm, and as you can see, this is the female, the one that's glowing. She's got the rear two segments, the last two segments of her body actually glow. And this is a chemical reaction, a bit like those glow sticks. So she glows. Why? To attract the mate. If you're a little beetle in the wilderness and you're trying to make friends with a male, what do? You dress up in your most beautiful clothes and try and attract him. And this is what the glowworm does. The female glowworm does. So a quick few facts about glowworms. They're not worms, but beetles. Only the females glow, and they can't fly, to attract the males who can fly. And they glow for up to 3 hours after dark in June and July. So that's the time to go out and see them. And during the day, they spend their days in crevices and emerging at night. And here's some pictures of them. Now, the one at the top right is rather interesting. The female will appear often just crawling up a grass stem or something like that, and when she starts to light her glow, which is surprisingly bright, really is, you can see it from many yards away, she actually waves the tail from side to side so as to make herself more visible. And down at the lower right, the lower left, there's a picture by Damien Peach, a bit similar to the one I showed you before. And at the lower right, you can see pictures of the female, which is the larger one, and the males turn up in their rather natty black suits. You can see they're the ones with the wings. They've got the wing cases. So the males are actually smaller, and they sit on the ground or on the grass stem. So you won't see them flying around. Not like fireflies. They don't fly around. Only the males, and they don't glow that you would notice. And she wears a tail. Now, once they've mated, and I have excluded the pictures of mating, for this is the family show after all, that she lays her eggs somewhere down underneath the leaf litter or on a little crevice, and there are little eggs that she lays about 1 millimeter across, and would you believe it, they actually glow. So that you wouldn't notice that, but they do. And the larvae grow up. There's quite a grown-up larvae. They spend a couple of years feeding on snails and slugs, and everyone says, cheers, I want those in my garden. But unfortunately, there are always more snails and slugs than there are glowworms, so they won't get rid of your population. And if you do find glowworms, please leave them where they are. They like to be in their particular spots, and just taking a couple of glowing ones and putting them in a garden, guaranteed not to give you glowworms, but you'll just lose the bit of the population where they were in the first place. And this is where they can be seen across the UK. You can see right up until to the north of Scotland, not much north of the Great Glen there, but or above the Great Glen, and not in Ireland, not in the Isle of Man, but they are actually in the Channel Islands as well, throughout Wales and a lot of Scotland. None in Lancashire, or as you see where you are, Vicky, none to be seen. But to the south in Cheshire there are some, and you asked me to mention Anglesey. You can see there are quite a few sites in Anglesey. One of the best places actually to see them is the Great Orme in Llandudno, which has got them lovely on the south side of the Great Orme there, and are along the Marine Drive, or above the Marine Drive with the footpaths. A wonderful sight. You can see 100 or so. Someone counted 800 one midsummer night a few years ago. So they are all around, and possibly their numbers are declining, but there is still a lot to be seen. And if you do see them, I want to know, because I run the UK Glowworm Survey, and there are the details. If you want to know more, glowworms.org.uk, or just put glowworms into your browser, and hopefully that will come up. And you can, if you see one, you can send in the record of where it is, and there's a blog that shows you where they've been seen, and we're on Facebook as well. So there you go. That's my presentation on the solstice and glowworms.
Robin, you're a legend. Thank you so much for that, Robin. And please, we've had a lovely comment here from Howell with regards to joining the SPA for a snip of £27 a year. He says he was expecting it to be hundreds of pounds, if not more.
Yeah, perhaps we're pitching it a bit too low.
Yeah, £1,000, please, a day. Well, Robin, I hope our paths cross soon. And you're going to be attending the South West Festival of Astronomy as well, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I should have mentioned the SBA website, popastro.com. You can't forget that, popastro.com. But we'll come up whatever you put in.
Now, Johnny Parry with the triple N, he says, excellent information about glowworms. And I know you're on Anglesey, Johnny, so hopefully you can get out. I think they might be at Port Davach. Is that right?
Yes, and also Newborough Warren, but you have to go quite a trek to find them there. Port Davach and what's the name of the Triother Bay is as well.
That's where Johnny
close
is.
To where you used to live.
So, like, where would they be? Because there's a lot of camping and caravan fields around there. Would they be?
You'd be surprised. You might find them there. If you want to ask me, I can tell you where they are to be found. If you go to that iRecord website and log in, then you can find out where they've actually been seen, and it will give you the exact grid reference or the go to my glowworm website. All the details are there. glowworms.org.uk.
Right. Okay. Thank you for the plug there, Robin. Okay. Well, thank you so much and good luck with everything. And thank you for just trailblazing, Robin, and just all the hard work that you do in astronomy with glowworms, stargazing, and bringing the community together and publishing the magazine, of course.
Yeah.
And of course, don't forget Cosmo.
Cosmo.
Yeah. You remember the troublemaking little problem maker that he is.
With him, yeah.
Robin, it's been a delight. So thank you so much to Robin and in fact, David, can you give me a thumbs up? Are you still there? I'm going to put David on because I can see he's lurking still in the green room. There you go.
Yeah. Hi, Robin.
I'll leave you two to chat about the event on next week.
Yeah, well, David used to report glowworms to me as well. He used to have them in his back garden, just down the valley from him.
Yeah, Purbeck. Isle of Purbeck was a great place for glowworms. We had sometimes there was probably about half a dozen in my garden, and they lit up like little constellations.
A delightful sight.
Absolutely lovely little insects, and the fact that they munch on snails and slugs, that's pretty brutal. Right, gentlemen, it has been a delight, and thank you for all the outreach that you do. Honestly, keep at it, and thank you so much, you wonderful pair of veteran astronomers. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of you both now. See you soon. Clear skies. Goodbyes. Glowworms, festivals, solstice. There's so much wonderful stuff to be seen in the sky, and as I said, on the ground. So let's have a look. Thank you, Johnny. No, that's great. Oh, Jonathan, another Jonathan. I'm on board Fred Olsen Borealis en route from Sicily towards Spain. How's the internet out on the boat? That's fantastic. Thank you so much for watching out at sea somewhere. Hope you see something fantastic tonight. Okay, Cosmo, let's go for his last clue. Then it's time for me to go in the park. Yay! Don't have a garden. Gotta go in the park. He's the fastest sloth in the universe. Can you guess where Cosmo's been this time? So, Cosmo, let's recap on his clues. Please, the first person to guess wins a snuffle off Cosmo. It's all we have to give away, really. So, the first place he went to, he's been to one place. I said it was going to involve liquid nitrogen because he likes to keep cool, of course. The first clue, 17 miles across and cold as outer space. The second clue, he's been traveling at nearly the speed of light. Where could he have been? The third clue, Cosmo, he got smashed into tiny pieces. Worst jigsaw puzzle ever. Where do you think Cosmo could have been? Who's going to get it right first? 17 miles across, cold as outer space, been traveling at nearly the speed of light. And the third clue, he's been smashed into tiny pieces. Worst jigsaw puzzle ever. While you answer that, I'm going to read a couple of last things that are happening. On Sunday, it is International Sunday. It is celebrating the what day is the 21st? Is it Saturday or Sunday? Anyway, every year on the 21st of June, the world celebrates the International Day of the Solstice, known as International Sun New Word Day. International Sun Day, a moment to honour the star that powers life on Earth. The date marks the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere, and we're going to be celebrating solar power this year. So fantastic. Finally, I'm just going to read out a couple of events that we have got coming up. The Go Stargazing website, I asked Captain Neil, who's not here with us this week, to send me a list of all the events. And there are that many, dozens and dozens of events on the spreadsheet. I pasted them into ChatGPT to try and condense them, and it crashed ChatGPT because it couldn't fit all of the events into the chat window. So I've cherry picked a few of the best ones here. But yes, go on the website. There are literally hundreds of events for you and the kids all over the country. So Saturday, 21st of June, 6:30, public stargazing at the Astronomy Centre in Todmorden. Saturday, the 21st of June, 6 p.m, Reading Astronomical Society meeting at St. Peter's Church Hall. Sunday, the 22nd of June, 10 a.m, that is Solar Sunday at Hanover Green, Regent's Park, London, hosted by the Baker Street Irregular Astronomers. Monday, 23rd of June, 6 p.m, it's the Ayrshire Astronomical Society meeting. That's at the Kyle Academy in Ayr. Tuesday, 24th of June, Leicester Astronomical Society meeting. Wednesday, the 25th of June, Manchester Astronomical Society weekly meeting at the Blackett Theatre in Manchester. That's my local. Thursday, 26th of June, Women in Astronomy Talk, Dark Space Planetarium in Kirkcudbright, hosted by the Dark Space Planetarium. Thursday, the 26th of June, Harrogate Astronomical Society meeting. Friday, 27th of June, Weldon Astronomers meeting and stargazing. That's at Hurstmonceau. And I really do hope I pronounced all of those places just spot on. Right, we've got one more comment. Let's have a look. Whee! Ian Baker swooping in at the last minute. Friend of the show. He's been commenting on my antics for many, many years. You were absolutely correct. Cosmo has been to, and Mark William Stockdale got it right as well. CERN Large Hadron Collider. Let's just nip through those clues. Clue number one, the LHC is 17 miles in circumference and it's kept extremely cold using liquid helium and nitrogen. Clue number two, inside the collider, protons are accelerated to just under the speed of light before being smashed together to study the fundamental particles. Clue number three, Cosmo somehow managed to get into the LHC. The high-speed proton collisions break particles into tiny fragments, helping scientists study the building blocks of the universe, like trying to solve a jigsaw puzzle by throwing it in the air. When particles like protons collide at CERN's Large Hadron Collider, they don't break into a fixed number of pieces. Instead, the collisions produce a spray of many new particles. A proton is made up of 3 valence quarks. When 2 protons smash together at near light speed, the energy creates dozens, sometimes hundreds of new particles. These particles can include pions, kaons, muons, neutrinos, photons, and smashed up bits of sloth. Right. Thank you to everybody who commented on the show. Thank you to Robin and to David. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to Captain Neil, who lets me broadcast. And we are going to disappear off now. Phew, it's been a hot one. I hope you enjoy the heat wave and do keep cool. But most importantly, clear skies.